The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.
Welcome to the show. Huge news from last night, Lewis. Rick Santorum, came first in 2 3-ways. I couldn't even get through it. He came in first, of course, in 2 Southern 3-ways last night. Ron Paul not a factor in either Missouri nor Alabama, Lewis. And Rick Santorum was able to come out on top in two in a Mississippi 3-way and in an Alabama 3-way. Congratulations to him.
Huh. Santorum is all over the place.
He is, yeah. The guy's, he really is all over. In Alabama, Santorum 35, Gingrich 29, Romney 29, Ron Paul 5%, just not a factor. Mississippi, Santorum 33, Gingrich 31, Romney 30, Ron Paul 4%, not a factor. I guess we shouldn't be surprised that when Santorum takes the lead, things become 3-ways instead of a 4-way race.
Things get messy when Santorum takes the lead.
These Santorum wins really are showing the worst of America. I mean, in that number one, in that Santorum can win. This is a guy who really should be a fringe candidate, right? I mean, is there that much of a difference on social issues, Lewis, when you look at someone like Rick Santorum and when you look at someone like the Westboro Baptist Church? I mean, honestly, are they that far?
I put them in the same category.
They are in the same category.
I put them in the same category.
And it's amazing. I mean, it's just the worst of America. I don't know what else to say. And although Mitt Romney does have more delegates right now, we'll look at the numbers in a second, the momentum right now clearly seems to be pushing Santorum from behind the other candidates ahead of them, right?
That's quite a burst.
Okay. What are the delegate counts, Lewis?
Let's see. You know what? I'm not even on the right page.
Yeah, Romney has 489. Santorum has 234, Gingrich 139, and Ron Paul in there with 66 delegates at this point. I think the longer these guys can keep dividing delegates amongst them, the better it is for President Obama, Lewis, because having no definition about who is going to be the Republican nominee, keeping it going as long as possible, potentially to a brokered convention, is only going to divide the party. It's only going to divide the political contributions, and it's only going to be good for Barack Obama. Do either of you guys think I could be wrong on this? Is there any upside to Republicans from having this continue with no definition longer and longer?
Not at all.
You can't
No
think of
benefit.
anything. Natan, anything at all you can think of?
No, we've talked about it before, and I think it's only going to hurt them. It's not like, the Obama-Clinton situation in 2008. I think that the longer this goes, the worse it is for the one that finally wins, which is probably going to be Romney.
It is probably going to be Mitt Romney in the end. And I want to talk about Mitt Romney in a little more detail now, but there's a couple of strange things I observed. I was watching last night, and let's put up this video, but we don't really need audio from it, Lewis. This is the Rick Santorum victory speech that he was giving in Louisiana after he had these incredible bursts from behind in a number of Southern 3-ways. And I actually think that there's something a little bit weird going on with Rick Santorum's family. And I don't want to go in and make any kind of personal insults about anybody, but every time I see, really the wife and the daughter are the ones that strike me as being the most bizarre. And for our TV audience, we're playing video. They seem to have stunned expressions on their faces that don't really correlate to kind of being well-adjusted with society, don't they?
You know what they look like?
Stepford wives?
The Stepford wives. That's
Yeah.
exactly
It is
what
a
I was
little
thinking.
bit Stepford wifey. I mean, and there's a couple things. I think that they've received probably a little bit of media training, right? So always try to be smiling, because it looks weird if you get caught not smiling during applause lines. So as you can see here, the daughter and the son to her left both start kind of smiling and clapping during applause lines, but they end up just looking out of place and really bizarre. I can't really put my finger on what's going on here, but I every time I see it, I find myself a little bit disturbed.
It's a little off.
It is, something's about it is a little bit off, isn't it?
A little bit, yeah.